Savior is born.
It's 8 o'clock
on a Sunday in December. Drinking a crowd shuffles in. There's an old man, an old woman sitting next to me. She's over there making love to his tonic and gin. He's a friend of mine. Gets him our drinks for free. And he's quick with a joke, or he'll light up his smoke. But there's some place that he'd rather be. He said, John, I believe this is killing me. As a smile ran away from his face. Oh, I know I could be a big movie star if I could get out of this place. La 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 la. Come on, sing with me now. Sing us a song. You're the piano man. Oh, sing us a song. You're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and we hope you are. And you've got us feeling all right. Crowd for a Sunday. Now I've skipped a verse tonight because we've got lots of things to do and lots of things to talk about. So I just thought I'd introduce you straight away to the woman with the $1 million smile and the £100,000 kidney. And the manager, well, she gives me it's smile. Close. The woman who had a little sleep this afternoon, I think lasted longer than she slept all last night. Because she knows, after months and months and months, it become quite evidently clear. She knows that it's me. As we come to the end of another year, she can have time to ponder. As we take a break in a couple of weeks, she can ponder on why she knows it's me. They've been coming to see. Is it to do with the voice? Is it to do with the looks, which patently is clear? And or is it just to do, let's honestly, with the sheer weight of talent?
Weight of talent.
Weight.
Talent of weight?
Lots of weight. Right. To forget about life.
For a while.
For a while. And all the piano it sounds like a carnival. And the microphone it smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and the bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? La 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 la. Sing and as the pleasant sound of the mouth organ dies away.
I think not.
Oh, well, everybody,
That's
it's lovely
better.
to see you
That's
all.
better. I've moved the camera so that I'm not sitting on your head like I was earlier.
Oh, are you? Are you sitting on my head?
Yes, I'm
Right.
sitting on your head.
Right. Well, that's not a good look, be honest. And it's lovely to be here on the 5th of December. Here
Is
we
it the
are.
5th
And we've
of
entered
December?
into the carol season.
Oh, my word.
Is it the 5th?
Yeah, it is the 5th of
The
December.
5th of December, and we've entered into the carol season, which means it's a good excuse to sing lots of carols, as well as we've got a few requests and things from things like Moments and Bring Him Home that somebody's asked for. But we're going to sing some songs from the old album, Oh Holy Night, which has stood us in such good stead, and still people have been decorating. We went out and bought the Christmas tree today, everybody. Yay! We went with our grandchildren down the road to the mud and the disgust and the thousands. It was Land Rover City. We live in Surrey. And they're the cleanest Land Rovers you've ever seen in your life. I kid you not.
Off-roaders.
We were the cheap, nasty car in the car park. There were thousands of cars. And everything was a four-wheel drive and a Land Rover. And there was our 2014 Hyundai, a little tiny thing that we fitted 2 Christmas trees in, one for Matthew and one for us. And the little children sat, and most of all, what Poppy liked is being tickled outside having her pizza.
We've
She
got
had a
lots of lovely photographs of Grandad playing with the 2 girls. Actually.
It was,
Lovely.
that's nice.
Yeah, very nice.
And it was a lovely thing. And what was so special for me was that that we could do it together, because it was a tradition that we had. I love Christmas, and what I love about Christmas is that you have traditions. We build up traditions in every household. You build up your own traditions. Now, we borrowed some from my home, my parents' home, and Mum and Dad are watching probably on Monday when they see this. And there were so many things that we did. The way that you have presents, the way that you don't have presents before. You have a stocking, that's one thing, and that's Father Christmas. And Father Christmas is not talked about apart from we're terribly grateful to Father Christmas. And we all know, well, we go through those 3 stages of Father Christmas, don't you? You do believe in Father Christmas. You don't believe in Father Christmas. And you are Father Christmas, and that's me. Really, that's it. In fact, I am Father Christmas on the 13th of December.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to don the red mask. I mean, not the red mask. It's not a red mask, is it?
Who do you think you are? Some kind of superhero.
Yeah, superhero. Well,
Super Father
yes,
Christmas.
I think I am a super
In a
Father Christmas.
red mask.
Have we got the candle in here?
We have.
Have we got it? It's just
Candle.
about,
Now you're
isn't
pushing it out of shot, darling.
All right, so bring it back here. Because
I'm going to have to
can they
shift
see
the
it?
camera a bit because you're moving off camera again.
Am I? All right.
Yeah,
Well, there. You want to move there? There.
that's better.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting here.
Okay, well, let
So
me move the
shift the
camera then.
camera.
I'll move the camera.
You move
Excuse
the
me,
camera.
everyone. I'm just going to move the
You
camera.
move the camera. So this is your job. That and to charm people. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. What a great picture. Anyway, each one of us has our traditions, and one of the things that we do, and we have done for years, is we have a real Christmas tree. Now, the cost of them is going up exponentially, a bit like petrol. And by the way, people, shop around for petrol while I'm on the subject, okay? These people have got away with a scandalous scandal in putting the petrol up, so shop around. We were going around today saying in some places it's 20p a gallon, old money, okay, more than just down the road. So shop around, because I know that you are as keen as I am to save money, particularly on petrol. It cost me £74. I went into the car and I said, I have bought cars for less than this, and that is true. I did buy a car for less than that.
Yeah, it did have a hole in it at the time.
Yeah, but that wasn't a hole in it, a whole schmoll. I mean, I just, it drove. I came back. That was when I was in Roehampton. I bought a car from Roehampton. And it was a Chevette. Now, do you remember, anybody remember the Vauxhall Chevette? Give me a response, give me some hearts. Remember the Vauxhall Chevette or the Cavalier? Well, it was an early pale blue. It wasn't really blue. Let's call it sky blue, but it wasn't, I don't even know what kind of blue it was. But I bought it in the dark. It was one of our first cars ever, and I went to Roehampton in southwest London, and I bought this from a block of flats. I should have known. And then when the bloke said, no, come on, mate, you can trust me. Don't worry, mate.
In the dark.
In the rain. I got it back home, and I said, I think it's great. The engine was, in Vauxhall Chevettes. Got it home, and as we came, I said, come out and see it in the morning. So she came out and saw it in the morning. And there, I saw on the wing a copy of the Daily Mirror, the Daily Mail, the Sun, the Telegraph, because they used the paper to stuff the great big hole that was in the wing. And it's called Sold as Seen, people. And that was one of many of my mistakes in cars. We've owned 52 now.
Well, I do
since we got
recall
married.
that actually, having bought that car, the next car that we bought, the most exciting thing was that it was complete. There were no holes in it. There was nothing wrong with it.
And then
we
we had
kept
an
driving
accident.
around going, oh, we've got no holes in this car. And the first
right.
thing that happened was that someone drove into the very wing that
The very wing.
the Chevette had the hole in.
Yeah, so that was that. You know, you realise you can't hang on to these things
can't.
very often.
You can't.
And in fact, I told you the other day that I drove into a wall. So there we go, the wall of a friend, and just the other day in our car. So there we go. Now, let's have a little bit of, the plan is tonight to just do a little bit of Christmas for you. But look, Sue spent literally seconds putting this up.
I did.
As you can see.
And can I just say, I was
What?
putting it up and I thought, when I bought this last year, I thought, well, we only need a little Christmas tree because we don't
only
normally
need a
have
little
it.
Christmas because we only have a little
You
Christmas.
went the last year, yeah. And I thought, we only need a little Christmas tree because it just needs to be behind the piano because it will just be for this year and then we'll probably never use it again. Little did I know.
Right, and I know. Now look, I'm going to look to the camera on my right here. Rachel, could you just pull in here? And one thing I just found the other day was this.
Oh, that was Chris Orange's book.
Exactly. Chris Orange. Now, if you're after a lovely present for Christmas, this is Chris. He's taken all the photographs of me, a fantastic professional photographer, and went up to the Isle of Skye, and he took these fabulous pictures with little reflections. And it's a beautiful book, and it's called Beauty in the Wild. It was landscape photography from remote Britain, and all the way up there. And he went up there, and he had a kind of an experience. He was, I think, slightly down and anxious, and he went up there and spent a few weeks taking photographs. And I can't recommend this highly enough. It's really a lovely little book. I sat looking at it and being calm, and I think actually more than anything else, we need a little bit of calm in our lives. It's a great coffee table book. You can chat about the pictures, just look at them and listen to some music. It's a really lovely book. So Chris Orange, just look him up online, Chris Orange. If you remember, some of you remember he came to the studio.
Some of them bought it last year.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
As presents. It was lovely.
And it's lovely.
Yeah.
And so if you'd like to bless him and give him a bit of money this Christmas, it would be a lovely thing. I think he won't even expect it, but it would be lovely if you just put an order in for a few of these and gave them to some people that you really like. Okay?
Can I
Either
just
that
say...
or buy a book for somebody that you don't like by me. How about that?
Can I just say, lots of Chevettes have been owned by the people of the
Oh, really?
community. Yes, so we've
Go on,
had
let's have a look.
orange ones, blue ones.
Orange? Oh, yes,
so
there
bright
was.
orange was Veira Clay, red one from Pete Windmill.
Oh, red?
Fiona Richards had a pale blue one like us.
Yes.
Michael Cooper, remember the Chevette? Does anyone remember the crests?
No,
hang on,
Michael, you're
hang
very
on.
old. Just remember that.
Kathy her second car was a green Chevette. Gareth Hill said we had a yellow Chevette.
Yes.
It was a bit like driving a motorised banana. Michelle Stevenson, the same thing, light blue Chevette. And another
Yes,
Chevette
please.
from Lindsay
Yep.
Frost. She said, my Chevette broke down so many times it was christened the Shove-It.
The Shove-Its, yes. We had a green car. Do you remember that green car that my cousin Simeon bought us?
Oh, dear.
Oh, it was called a Wolsey. And it was just the old Wolsey. What was the car? Come on, the Austin Wolsey. And eventually we had to bash it to the side and push it up at the same time to get it started.
What Jonathan's talking about is that the ignition didn't work. So the only way to actually get it to work was to turn the key and hit the steering column at the same time, which actually meant that I had a permanent bruise on my left hand.
And then the seat collapsed. And I put a piece of wood behind it to keep
I
it
look
going.
back on it now. That was so
dangerous.
So
we
dangerous.
did all kinds of things. Anyway,
Shocking.
Some lovely songs here for you. Now we had a gig last night, a lovely gig down at Stuart's place.
Yay for Stuart and Jill.
Creedy and Jill, who put it on for us, and some lovely people. A small audience, but Bijou, but really lovely, and a lovely venue. We can't recommend it highly enough. You can go there and
It's just beautiful.
just a
lovely
beautiful place.
wood panelling and
1840s, 1850s,
yeah,
and slightly
just-
earlier than that,
just
and the house is
glorious,
beautiful.
glorious.
And you will love it. You've got some lovely bedrooms, and I'm sure he'll do you a very special deal. You will, won't you, Stuart? And
everyone
get down
who
there and have a
stays
look.
gets a CD from Jonathan Veira.
Sorry? No, they don't. What are you doing?
He said a special
She's
deal.
mad. She's had too much. Honestly, it's too much milk you've had, isn't it? Oh no, that's Claire.
Too
Claire and
much,
Rachel. I just spoke the tech team.
Rachel.
They drink more milk than I've ever seen. When they came down here, we literally hired a cow for the week. It was quicker.
I've never bought 16 pints in one weekend.
No, ever. It was like kind of they just kept squeezing the milk. That was it, and that was all. Anyway, here it is from the
Sing a song.
From the album Oh Holy Night, and it's the first song on the album, and it's a beautiful one. And those of you putting up Christmas trees, this is often what's put up to this song, and it's a lovely, lovely wee song. All the production yet again by Mark Edwards and myself. Beautiful orchestrations. You can do worse than get this one and the new album, Christmas time, but this one, When a Child is Born. A ray of hope flickers in the sky. A tiny star lights up way up high. All across the land dawns a brand new morn. This comes to pass when a child is born. A silent wish sailed the seven seas. Winds of change whisper in the trees, and the walls of doubt crumble, tossed and torn. This comes to pass when a child is born. Got to feel you're on solid ground. For a spell or two, no one seems forlorn. This comes to pass when a child is change. The birth of a baby. The world is turned upside down. Who would have thought it? Born in a stable, born to transform the lives of billions of people. The reason for the season. Here it is. All a dream, an illusion now. It must come true someday, soon, somehow. All across the land falls a brand new morn. This comes to pass when a child is born. All across the land dawns a brand new morn. This comes to pass when a child is born. That's from the album
Yeah, very
Holy night.
beautiful. And
Very
you
beautiful.
sang that beautifully. Really beautiful.
You like- I
Lovely.
haven't- so I
Yeah,
don't
you
always
have sung
sing it,
that
do
for a
I?
while, have you?
It's fine.
I just would like to dedicate that to two people tonight. Karen Spicer, you've had a rough time with your seizures again,
Yeah,
and we
not
know that
nice.
I know you enjoyed that, so just take that as your song for tonight. But also Marion Gaff, and I know that this is a difficult time of year for you, and so that's one for you as well to hang on to.
And we remember Marion. Marion was such a great
She was
addition
lovely.
to the Thornley
Yeah.
A Week Away, together with Anthony and Chris and Judy Steele. So many people made it. But Marion always made me laugh. And the first time we met her there, and she'd clearly gone right instead of left out of the
No,
station.
in
And
her motorised,
wheelchair. She probably did a tour of
She saw the sights of
Southern
Grange
Lakes.
over Sands
Yeah.
before she got there.
I
That was
think
fine.
she went further than that. I think she was found somewhere up Scarfell, and how she got up there, nobody knows. But
You were great, Marion. You were just a fantastic, positive person
great
to have on
addition
the week.
to have.
So thank you.
Great addition to that one.
And Anthony, if you're watching tonight, we send you our love.
Yeah, and
Sorry
your
that
mum.
you're not feeling brilliant, but
Oh, is he
we
not
just
good?
Yeah, apparently he's feeling a bit cold and struggling with the weather. And,
Mate.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
Tony, can I say, Anthony, that you were an absolute legend when you came on this show. Not only were you a legend on the BBC, forget the BBC. This is the JV and the live in the Steinway room. That's what matters, really. Let's be honest. We loved you coming on. It was a great. I think so many people were so moved by what you had to share, and we hope to have you on again at some point when you're feeling up to talking about stuff and just talking about stuff. That Heather, who has supported you and so many others,
So
will be
many
coming on
others.
next week and talking about inclusion. She's coming on next week onto the show, and it'll
So-
be our last show apart from the Carol service on the 19th. So today's the 5th, then it's the 12th, which we'll have a kind of a party atmosphere, and Sue will be doing some dancing and sorry, what was that? Deafening silence. She'll be doing hula hooping. That's one of her great things. She
Juggling.
loves to do hula.
I'll be doing my
You're
juggling,
doing
don't
the
forget the
juggling,
juggling.
and you'll be doing some magic tricks.
Hey, I'll be making little animals out of balloons.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Here we go. A giraffe. That's it. That's what she does. And so she's generally basically a children's entertainer that became my wife. Christmas song. This one is the last track on Holy Night. I love this song. We recorded just before you play it, Rachel. The history of this was that we were recording the album in June, and at the same time as we were recording You Raise Me Up. Now, normally, that's what you do, record a Christmas album in June, and you put Christmas trees up like we did I showed you the pictures. And we did the thing, and at the end of the night, I just said to Mark, and Mark, who was so brilliant, I said to him, look, I just really fancy we've only got about 10 minutes left. Can we put this down? Can we just put, and he said, well, what key is it in? I said, and he said, let's play it in D flat major, the most difficult key to play in.
But Mark can, because
But Mark-
he's so clever at the piano.
Oh, Mark Edwards, he's so nice, he's so good, isn't he?
D-flat
If only
major,
you could be
no
like
problem.
him. Oh,
No
you make that
problem.
piano sing.
No
Normally I have to
problem.
hear him playing it. So that's it, isn't it? Well, thank you. Anyway, but he played that, and this was a result, literally, of the last 10 minutes of the day. We just sat, we didn't even rehearse it, we just played it, and we sung it in as you hear it on the record. So when you buy this, and this is the last few weeks, what normally happens, people buy up to the end, and we'd love you to, if you don't own Oh Holy Night, then do. It's a great album, you can put them on in tandem. You can now get them also, just the breaking news, of course, is that everything is available on all music platforms. So Amazon Music, Apple Music, on Spotify, you can go straight there, and all the albums, 1, 2, 3, and all my back catalogue is available there. So you can listen whilst you're in the car or whatever, if you can't listen with a CD. But we're really grateful for you buying these CDs and helping us to make a little bit of money over and above what we've produced, which is great. And so Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. This one, always for Sylvia Newman. All right, here we go. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. Oh, and so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. So I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Bottom B flat.
Very nice.
D flat.
I
Thank
could-
you, Mark Edwards.
Very
Mark
nice.
Edwards on keys, and I cannot remember who's on the guitar, but a beautiful guitar
Beautiful.
solo too. And so, did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy it, everybody? Now, traditions. I'd love it if those of you who are contributing. Now, remember, you can watch on YouTube, you can watch on Facebook, but you cannot watch on my personal page. Now, how do you distinguish between my personal page and my professional page? We call the professional page the yellow hat one. Now, the techies always laugh at me with this. Claire and Ben and Rachel are laughing their heads off because they once said to me, because I think techie is kind of a dark art. I have no idea what they're talking about. We don't know. We just we're surrounded by tech, but we don't really know what we're doing. And it's only the girls and boys that do. And she said something about the yellow hat, and I thought it was a technical term for something. And in fact, the yellow hat refers to the picture on my professional page. It is of me in a yellow hat in one of my big operatic roles, Don Magnifico. But they
still cannot stop laughing. Every time you refer to it, they're absolutely cracking up.
I genuinely thought it was... So that's what you've got to search for. When you search for Jonathan Veira on Facebook, you search for
the picture
of the yellow hat. Now that's the one, not the picture of me and my family all crowded together in Oxford Street about 34 years ago. Something like that. So that's because we had to stop broadcasting on that one because there were copyright problems constantly. They kept shutting us down, and so you couldn't see it. So now we're broadcasting on YouTube, which we had a record number of people. How many, Rachel, was it last week? I think for Bryn,
480, something like
492 people watched this on YouTube. Now that is a fantastic. There it is. There is the links that you can do. YouTube, right? .com, Jonathan Veira, and there's the other one. I can't see it from here; it's too small for me. But Jonathan, is that?
That's Jonathan Veira Music.
Now,
live.
You watched Bryn last week, and I just want you to know that Bryn wrote to me and said what a fantastic time he had, and he really enjoyed coming on. And can he come on again? And I think actually now he's proved he can do it, and he wants to do it. It was lovely having his wife Sal here and Bryn singing songs. And what a beautiful voice. Can't believe that man is 73 and he looks like that. It's just extraordinary, isn't it? And I'm 61 and I look like this. I'm going to go with that success thing that he talked about, however. That's the successful ones, you know, they always look haggard. That's what I'm going to go with, that narrative. Right, here I am. Come to me there. Do I look haggard?
No,
Notes on the postcard. We were talking about traditions. I'd love you to write, those that can write in on Facebook, or those you can write on YouTube. You can write comments on YouTube if you're subscribed. What you can do is write in. I'd love you to write in maybe a sentence or even a word. Please like, comment on YouTube. Yes, please like, comment on YouTube. All right.
And subscribe.
And subscribe. Ring that bell, and then we'll know you get all the things. That's Rachel's. I can see Rachel in the background. She's on Zoom right now, and she's going, ring that bell! Because she's doing that's what she was doing. And Claire and Ben don't have anything to do tonight, apart from she put up that beautiful Christmas. She made that Christmas slide for me. I hope you like. I was Christmasified. But I'd love you to write in now on Facebook or whatever and talk about just in one sentence or even a word, a tradition that you had that was particular to you.
Coming in already.
Oh, they're coming in.
Yeah, several people say they traditionally have Bubble and Squeak on Boxing Day. So they end
Where do these people live? We talk about the East End of London. They have jelly deals as well. What's going on?
No. It's quite a delicacy. I think it's probably with the leftover Brussels sprouts, I should think, and things like that.
Oh, yeah, nice. Well, you know, our tradition, my tradition is, I always say, any more Brussels sprouts? I'm the only one, literally, who eats them all Christmas, and my mother, all right? But nobody else eats Brussels sprouts. So the rest of the time, about 3 o'clock onwards, I blow myself around the house. That's great.
You don't need that.
I know we don't need that, but I just thought you'd like to know that. Brussels sprouts. What's the difference between? What's the difference between? Here's a Christmas joke.
Can you remember it?
Bogies and Brussels sprouts. Right? Children will eat bogies. There we go. That's it. And that's the Christmas joke. Sorry, I can't think of any others. Okay. All right.
Nice one, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel. This one, join with me. Come on, sing it. Get in that Christmas spirit, will you? I think you know this one. From the new album, Christmas Time. And click your fingers. And... I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear a sleigh bells and the snow. Come on, everybody now. Oh, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card that I write. I never write Christmas cards, ever. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. that song for us, Mr. Arnie Soldier. If you watch it on YouTube, click your fingers along, come on. It's a party atmosphere here. It's Christmas, for goodness sake. There are lights. There are baubles with lights in them, and there's a red plant at the back of Sue. I don't know what that is, but whatever it is.
Poinsettia.
Yeah, the one. And now. Dreaming of a white, come on Sue, sing with me, Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops, they glisten, and children listen to hear sleigh bells and the snow. Oh, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. Oh, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases, all your Christmases be, all your Christmases be white. Any excuse now for a long note, you ready? No, no, no. Be white, and may all your Christmases and a jazz person can never finish the song. They always have to finish another chord. There we go, that's it. Make it longer and longer, that's my aim. And Rachel always says, oh, your songs are so long, they're so long, what's wrong with you? Don't you know, in Barrow we just listen to songs and now a minute and a half and we're finished. We're done. The whole album lasts 12 minutes, that's it.
It's always a shock when you finish a song before 4 minutes on an album.
Oh, I don't think I think Strange Christmas is the one I have done.
Yeah,
I love White
but only
Christmas.
because there wasn't a play out on that
memory
one.
of your mother singing White Christmas while she was
cleaning
this
the piano. Yeah.
Now she's so...
Yeah.
It's been difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a bit
did
difficult.
mention last night something in the show that I want to reiterate. And I just... sorry, you want to talk about the traditions?
No, it's fine.
I just want to talk about, older people.
Okay, go for it.
And how difficult it is for older people now, particularly after 20 months of this, and they were told if they had the vaccinations and then they could return to some kind of normality. And now what's happening in homes is that the rules are inexplicable. And for your mother, the rules are inexplicable. So let me just point out one little anomaly. So you can't go into the home for more than half an hour in her own room.
Only as a special dispensation for Christmas.
For Christmas,
that's
half
all.
an hour.
Yeah.
However, right, and you have to LFT, of course, all of that before you go in. However, the person can come out to a gathering of 14 people with no specified tests being done unless the whole family.
I mean, we will do that because that's responsible.
Because we're responsible. But for Nan, but there's no clear line, and the cruelty for many of the old people that have been denied family. That I don't even have to go. Oh, no, it's really just really incredible. And so, as I often said, and I sincerely believe this, and I know people oppose this, but I don't care. You know, I don't care. I have my opinion, you have yours. But what I feel is that so often what's happened is, for the convenience of the people they make these rules, and for the people that have to bear it, there are more ways to die people than from the virus. Okay, and actually, the isolation that your mother experienced and that she went downhill
She went
so
down
fast.
much. She'd been, Mum had had the kind of dementia that it was very, very slow, very, very slow. And that the whole lockdown thing just made it all escalate, and she went down very quickly. And I know that's the case for a lot of people. I was talking to Karen last night at the concert. It was so nice seeing you
Karen
guys
Frost.
last night. Karen Frost. So nice seeing
So
guys from the
lovely.
community at Stuart's lovely show last night.
It was great, wasn't it?
And
So many people watched.
I can't tell you what a joy it is to go to these places and to have people come up and talk to me. And I have to work out who they are. I have to ask them who they are, because, of course, you all have tiny, tiny profile pictures. So I don't know what you look like.
No, not a clue.
So, but you all know what we look like. But, yeah, it was lovely to see
It
people
was
last
great.
night.
And actually, how gratifying it's been to see members of the community coming to so many of the gigs.
Yes,
I mean, last
yeah.
week, you really filled that church out.
Yeah.
And we had a fabulous weekend, last weekend. And this one was much more intimate. I was a lot more tired. And we have to say, we are feeling very weary now. But there we go. Now,
lots of traditions.
Tell me
Lots
about
of
the
traditions. So things like tangerine in your stocking.
Oh, yeah.
Watching the Queen. Of course, a lot of people like to watch the Queen. A lot of traditions around food, actually. That's what I was spotting. Lots of traditions around food. So homemade sausage rolls, I think, from the Richards family. Bacon sandwiches in the morning for breakfast.
Bacon sandwich
Now,
from...
don't get ideas.
Wow!
But yes, a lot of people sort of find that having bacon sandwiches in the morning keeps them going
Until
for longer,
4
until
o'clock
the
in the
lunchtime. Stu McCready, I'm afraid, spotted that actually he cooked Christmas dinner last year, and it looks like Mrs. McCready thinks that's the new tradition. He cooks his Christmas dinner.
Yeah. The main thing, mate, is never to start things like that, because then just always play stupid and dumb. That's what it's worked for me for years. Go on. So sorry, you were.
So yes, lots of traditions. I mean, I was thinking, what are our traditions?
Oh, about Christmas presents. Your parents.
Oh yeah, my parents
had a
years
tree
ago.
presents.
Years ago, my brother went on a skiing holiday over Christmas, and I was at a Christmas evening party with my parents. I must have been about 12, I think, or 11 to 12. And all of a sudden, my dad turned to my mother and he said, "We've forgotten it." And I said, "What have you forgotten?" And he said, "We've forgotten your present." They'd given me some nice presents, but my main present was still at the bottom of their wardrobe and they'd forgotten to give it to me. So they gave it to me on Boxing Day, and that sort of birthed this idea of Boxing Day presents. Just a little something for everyone to open on Boxing Day.
You don't open everything on the one day.
You don't open everything, but you just had a little something for everyone to open on Boxing Day. That was quite fun. But also, chocolate biscuit cake has become a bit of tradition,
Well,
hasn't it?
that's for us.
Which is a
Terrible.
bit naughty.
But it's beautiful.
But it's
so...
a beautiful recipe. And what I've tended to do is, over the years, make lots of this. I can never seem to make enough, but I make lots of it. And then we take it around to people who... particularly people, shopkeepers,
kind,
and people who've been kind to us, people who've been helpful. So the guys who fix our cars, going back to the car idea, they get a little plate of this before Christmas. And people just like this sort of homemade thing, don't they?
Yeah, you just deliver it to their door.
Yeah, just deliver it to their door. It's just to say thank you to people. And
Don't go in.
My family get really worried that I give it all away before Christmas. They come in and they say, "You have got some, haven't you?
But
You haven't given it all away."
So diabetically
It is.
disastrous.
It's just pure sugar.
It's sugar with
You
sugar.
could almost
with a touch.
feel yourself going,
It's
as soon as you eat
Tate
it.
and Lyle are us, basically. Now, and do keep writing in with
Keep
your
writing in,
traditions.
'cause we've got-
And anything else?
Yeah, cold Christmas pudding. People are saying
that
that,
from?
the Christmas pudding. This was from Gareth Hill. He's just written in. So yes, it's Christmas cake, Christmas pudding. But a lot of people find that the Christmas pudding is a gift that keeps on giving. So they have it the next day
That's
and
lovely.
they enjoy it and that kind of thing.
And talking of that, now, I think what we'll have, actually, can we have the song Christ in Christmas Time? Well, now, what we're going to do is today, to rest out my voice a lot, because I've been singing so much, and we've worked so hard to get you this video, this CD out, and doing concerts, and we do feel slightly on the weary side, but I'm just going to give my voice a little bit of a rest tonight, and having a few videos that, over the time, Nick has made for us, and indeed, as you know, Strange Christmas has been made by Rachel, and we're not going to do that one. It's released on DVD. We're going to do that next week, I think. But this one is Christ in Christmas Time, and it was made by Nick around about 8-9 years ago.
A long time ago, yeah.
And just have a look at this. It's a lovely song by Paul Field. It's on the Oh Holy Night album, and I hope you enjoy it.
streets are full of people hurrying along, buying things and making plans. It's such a busy season, it's such a busy time. It's easy to forget how it began. You've chosen all the presents, written all the cards, hung the lights around the Christmas tree. Well, with all the celebrating, it's easy to lose sight of the star that's shining there for you and me. To give love is the greatest gift of all. To give hope is the reason and the rhyme. To find joy and peace is the wonder of it all. To give love is the Christ in Christmas time. So keep your heart in heaven, though your feet are on the earth, and hear the greatest story ever told. It's all about a baby, from a cradle to a cross. It's a story of the Savior of the world. To give love is the greatest gift of all. To give hope is the reason and the right. To find joy and peace is the wonder of it all. To give love is the Christ in Christmas time. Unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, Prince of Peace. To give love is the greatest gift of all. To give hope is the reason and the right. To find joy and peace is the wonder of it all. To give love is the Christ in Christmas time.
To give hope is the reason and the right.
To find joy and peace is the wonder of it all. To give love is the Christ in Christmas time.
Yeah, so Alan had something, I think, actually, what did he
Alan
say?
Friedrichsen, you're Danish, and therefore, like the Scandinavians, you celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. And we had lovely Swedish friends who came to stay with us one Christmas, so we celebrated both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, which was lovely. And you were saying that you actually have roast pork with crackling and a sort of creamy rice pudding with hot cherry sauce. And I do remember our friend Nick doing a sort of creamy rice pudding, and I thought this was the most wonderful thing to have on Christmas Eve.
And gingerbread houses.
Oh, gingerbread house. I have never known anyone make such an amazing construction of a gingerbread house, and I've never been able to do anything like it since. He just created this masterpiece that filled a whole tray, and it seemed a shame to break it up, actually.
Nick
to eat
Dahlstrom,
it.
his name is,
a lovely friend.
one of our close family friends that we don't see very often, but he came over 2 summers ago and he loved my little red car. That was why he wanted to drive around in that all the time. And what's the matter?
Oh, Anthea, I've just seen your message. She said, my husband has dementia and has been in a care home since August. They're not allowing any visits on Christmas Day at all. And this will be the first time for 56 years that they won't be together.
But I think Anthea is so sad.
Anthea,
Sad.
and I'm sorry. I know that for you just said, I can't think how I'll get through the day on my own. And I know that it's not a happy day for everyone. And I think that's important that we acknowledge that actually we talk happily about traditions and all the fun things that we're going to do. But for many of you, Christmas Day is a painful day. It's a day of missing. It's a day of loss, a day of sadness. And lots of happy memories, but also a lot of sad memories. And I know that Rob, you and I also are going to miss Chris terribly at Christmas and so on. So for those of you for whom it's a sad time, it's a mixed blessing.
We always miss your father. He was
such a character,
a force
wasn't he?
during the day. And he would stand by the piano and sing, cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. With his little twist and his turn. And alive, alive, oh. And he was quite short, wasn't he?
Yep.
Singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. And people are missed. I'm so sorry, Anthea. This is Anthea from Thornley, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely Anthea.
With, what was his name? Was it Hans?
Yes, our husband was
German.
German,
I
yes.
think
Can't remember the name.
it's,
Is it Alex or Hans? Can't
anyway,
remember.
whatever.
I'm sorry, Anthea.
We're so sorry. And I must say, I don't even know what to say about that anymore. I'm speechless that this is done and this is maintained as a position. And I just...
It's hard.
I'm speechless, and if I were a politician, then I would be making moves to make that illegal, actually illegal to do that. You find a way. How can it not be a way to see your husband and your loved one on Christmas Day? There are ways. It's just imagination. People just shut down and they decide they're not going to, and then they call it a national emergency. That's not the same thing. It's a matter of the will. Now, this song, sorry, that's me being outrageous, and I'm outraged with Guildford, and on behalf of people like your mum, on behalf of people like Anthea, and thousands of others. This song is on the album, just a lovely song by John Rutter, and this was Mark's idea, and I think it's a great song called the Candlelight Carol.
How do you capture the wind on the water? How do you count all the stars in the sky? How can you measure the love of a mother? Or how can you write down a baby's first cry? Candlelight, angel light, firelight and star glow shine on his cradle till breaking of singing, the Christ child is born. Shepherds and wise men will kneel and adore him. Seraphim round him their vigil will keep. Nations proclaim him their Lord and their Savior, but Mary will hold him and sing him to sleep. Candlelight, angel light, firelight and star glow shine on his cradle till breaking of dawn. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Angels are singing, the Christ child is born. Find him at Bethlehem, laid in a manger. Christ our Redeemer, asleep on the hay. Godhead incarnate and hope of salvation, a child with his mother, that first Christmas day. Candlelight, angel light, firelight and star glow shine on his cradle till breaking of dawn. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Angels are singing, the Christ child is born. Angels are singing, the Christ child is born.
Oh, there we go. Tablets. So, do you want to speak, Susan? Any more? Any more? Any more traditions?
I just want to say, as I pick up on what I said earlier, which was how lovely it is to see so many people from the community when we go out on the road. And we have one last opportunity for that. We're at Odium in Hampshire on next Saturday. At 7:30. Details are on the website. And I know that Pete and Christine Wimmill will be there. And I think Chrissy Fuller will be there. And if you're going to be there, just let us know. And if you can be there, it would just be lovely to see you, because there is a real joy of meeting up, actually, and seeing you face to face. So,
what time is it, Sue?
It's 7:30 in Odium, which is in Hampshire. Small place, but...
JonathanVeira.com. Go
Yes.
there. JonathanVeira.com. I think if we can put that up on the
She's doing her best. She's doing her best.
JonathanVeira.com. And then and then you can come along, and we'll be doing a similar Christmas program that we've done in the last few performances, and singing songs from the new album and this album, the Oh Holy Night, the one from 11 years ago now, I think it is 11 years. Who would have believed that? Somebody asked for Thorns in the Straw. Now, who was it that asked?
That was
for
Helen Thomas. She suggested it.
And Helen,
Yes.
Nick's friend, produced this beautiful animation that I'd like to just this one is for you, and it's called Thorns in the Straw from the album Oh Holy Night. Enjoy.
Since the day the angel came, it seemed that everything had changed. The only certain thing was the child that moved within, on the road that would not end, winding down to Bethlehem, so far away from home. Just a blanket on the floor of a vacant cattle store. But there the child was born. She held him in her arms, and as she laid him down to sleep, she wondered, will it always be so bitter yet so sweet? And did she see there in the straw by his head a thorn? And did she smell there in the air on that starry night? Then the words of ancient seers tumble down the centuries. A virgin shall conceive, God with his Prince of Peace. Land of sorrow, strangest name, O Joseph, there it comes again. So bitter yet so sweet. And did she see there in the straw by his head a thorn? And did she smell there in the air on that starry As she watched him through the years, her joy was mingled with her tears, and she'd feel it all again, the glory and the shame. And when the miracles began, she wondered, who is this man? And where will this all end? Till against the darkening sky the sun she loved was lifted high, and with his dying breath she heard him say, Father, forgive, and to the criminal beside, today with me in paradise. So bitter yet so sweet. And did she see
What a great song from Graham Kendrick, and recorded, I think, sensationally by myself with Mark Edwards and Neil Costello producing as well. And it was one of those great songs, and it was my only number one, wasn't it, Sue?
It was. In fact, it was
one.
Exactly today that it was number one.
It was number one, yeah. And that was my number one in the charts. Anyway, Sue, this was specifically for...
Angela Cox, this was also for you, wasn't it, love, that you just had an op for cancer, and I hope it did lift your spirits up, actually, and for many others. It's just a beautiful video as well, isn't it? It's just beautifully done and says it all visually.
I love the way how he holds his hand out and
it's fantastic.
Across,
if you would like to use that, we're going to see if we can get it onto a YouTube link for you so that you can use it. But we need to just check a few things out first. But it's a wonderful video. You are able to use it at the moment, but I have to send you the link and I have to send you the password to get the link. So we might need to see if we can change that. But if you do want to use it, just write to me at the usual address, sue@jonathanveira.com. But it's not to be streamed. The trouble is that if we stream it, or if you stream it in a church service, because of copyright issues, your service will get gonged, and that's why it's a problem. But if you're not going to stream the service, you're just going to play it in the service or something, then you can do. So that's a simple answer to that one. This is Wonderful World. This is for you, Chris Andrews. Happy birthday, my dear. It is your birthday, and I'm hoping a much better one this year than it was last year. I know you were very much on your own last year, so happy birthday. I hope you've had a lovely day, and it is indeed a wonderful world.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you and you. But I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself,
What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
Well, haven't you improved, my darling? when we did the first show, someone stuck a note. Tracy stuck a note through the door asking you to sing "Wonderful World," so I said, "Could you sing "Wonderful World?" And he had never played it on the piano before. And look at you,
Making it up.
making it up as you go along.
This one for Sarah on her birthday, is that right?
Yes, Sarah, happy birthday today. This one is for you.
You asked for this?
You did,
You're gonna
and
get
you've
it.
got it.
God on high, hear my prayer, hear my need. You have always been there. He's young, he's afraid. Let him rest. Heaven blessed. Bring him He's like the son I might have known if God had granted me a son. The summer's time, one by one, how soon they fly on and on, and I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy. He's young, he's only a boy. You can take, you can give, let him be. Let him live. haven't sung it on the piano. Now that's how we did it originally. You remember when somebody asked them? Right.
Absolutely.
Do you know what? We're going to have a little bit of fun
sensational.
now. A little bit of fun. One of Nick's videos, I think when he
Yeah.
was about 12 when he did this.
Yeah.
And a little bit
Just
of...
goes to show
What?
you can never have too much Jonathan Veira.
Oh, is that what...
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Boom. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quail at the
That was just a little snippet for you. And we just thought it was a lot of fun. And it's when I recorded that, I recorded all 8 parts. And then they put another couple of girls on it, much to my chagrin. And it wasn't what I wanted. But it's a lovely bit on Oh Holy Night. And if you sit and listen to it with headphones on, you can hear all the different
parts.
voices. All my different voices.
As Liz Bathgate says, and she should know, she said, "Is the world ready for 4 JVs?"
You're right,
And
Liz.
actually,
Calm
can I
down in
just say,
Scotland.
can I just say, I haven't got any more kidneys. We can't have any more because I've only got my own kidney left.
Well, that's true. That's a good point. Now we do have some more songs for you. We do. And this one is for Cindy. Cindy's been having a bit of a tough time recently. And so many of you have been having a bit of a tough time recently. And I suppose that's the point of the community,
Yeah.
isn't it? We kind of...
So yeah, Cindy, this is for you, love. But also, can I say, I want to dedicate this to Helen and Martin. Martin's not felt terribly well again recently, and
Really?
went to the hospital to have some tests and things. Obviously got an infection, but and I think he's gone to bed because he's tired. But it was lovely to meet you at the concert last weekend. And Helen, I know how it feels when your partner is poorly and you're concerned for them. So you begin to feel very thinly stretched and very worried about them all the time. So this is also a song for you.
These are the moments that we love so well, precious moments caught within a spell. All too soon our lives they fade away. These are the moments that we wish would stay. If I had my life to live again, I would choose to be with you, my friend. Time moves slowly and it goes so fast, and who knows how long the days will last. away. Tomorrow steals that away. These are the memories that we made so well. Lives like stories that we long to tell. When we're old with not too much to say, we'll have the memories that we made today. We'll have the memories that we made today.
Song written by Mr. Bryn Howarth, who was in last week. And if you'd like him back, please write in and say
I've
so.
already said so.
Yeah, it was great. It would be great to have him sometime next year. And it was a lovely, lovely time we had with him. And I think actually what was so good about this year, and we've had a good long year of, as Sue reminded me, 3 months of that was spent in isolation.
Yeah, more
But
than
we
that.
came back after 6 weeks, I seem to remember, and
We did.
we started
did.
doing shows for you. And
7
it's been,
weeks.
we want to say thank you.
We do.
When I was playing those songs, I was reminded of interviews I did on radio, and don't forget, I meant to say this, on Hope FM tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Tune in, Hope FM, you can get it online, okay, on online, Hope FM. It'll be Rob and Di will be introducing the album, the new Christmas album. It's Christmas time, they'll be playing lots of tracks from there. So tune in, and we'll be talking about how we selected them, all of that kind of malarkey. And the usual stuff that Rob is very kind in doing so. If you're in Wickham Sound, you'll be hearing 2 programmes where I'm the featured album. Also in Marlow
FM.
Marlow FM, they'll be featuring it. On the BBC, Emily has been featuring the tracks. And also Steve Legg on Connects Radio. Did a lovely interview with him the other day. He's featuring the tracks now. So it's getting out there, and all thanks to you. And I think this is the point about the community. Sue and I have been reflecting on this yesterday.
We have.
It's been a special time, hasn't it, Sue?
It has, and we feel as if we've made so many new friends. I think that's it. You know, I think you've all appreciated one another, and I know that you've been coming on saying, your lovely JV family, and that is how we feel. We do feel as if you come into our house every week and make a terrible mess. Would you just pick up your rubbish when you go?
And you ought to see this room. This room, which it's a lovely, lovely thought. This room used to be a relaxing room. This was the front study, and so we've got the front study, a lounge, and a kitchen diner, big thing, and then the studio out in the garden. So this room was, it always was, I taught here and taught singing here with private students when I had them. And I would use this, we put a sofa in here and we relaxed in here. And now it's just literally, it has something in the region of 30 wires, all thanks to Rachel and Claire and Ben. But I have to say, now, David Hicks is going to come in and put some wire tidies around on the wall for me. Bless his cotton socks. And again, David, who came yesterday, bless you, David.
Yeah, it was lovely to see you again, David.
Fantastic, you came and did and helped with the show. And also to Andy and Jill Hatvarney, who are my son's in-laws, and they have just been tireless. I gave them a big shout out yesterday, and they are unbelievable people. They put their money where their mouth is. They don't talk about it, they just get on with it. And also, that what they do is they do a food bank in Enfield. And this has become a major part of their lives. And they tell us stories when they come and stay every other Wednesday about the lives that are blighted, lives that have been... these aren't people who are begging. These are people who have nothing. And the people who come to food banks. And And I want to give them a huge shout out. And I think what would be really nice is that we, the community, at some point, we give a week's, we do a special appeal, as we used
like
to
we
do at
did
the beginning.
Yeah, we used to give to...
Because
to
we're
food
doing a
banks.
lot, and we're having Adrian Pinnock on next week to talk about over Christmas, what you can keep giving for You've Got a Friend, because we've got the AGM of them tomorrow, which we're going to go and sit in, attend as just people on the outside. We're not officers of the charity, but we can see what's going on. And so much has been done for that, for so many people, and will continue to.
And that is down to you guys.
That's down to you
That
guys.
is purely down to you. And I think you are the most extraordinary bunch of people, and we
thank you.
We just thank you. We thank you for your love. We thank you for your turning up each week and encouraging us and being there. And we thank our wonderful tech team, because without them, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. And as I said earlier, putting up the Christmas tree, I thought, here we are, a year on. And I honestly thought that last year that we'd be finished probably February, March, something like that. And actually, I'm really quite grateful that we're not. I really enjoy these evenings, and I really enjoy just sort of meeting you all again each week. And I know that Rachel feels the same, and Claire and Ben, and
a good point to get them on.
yeah,
Actually,
let's get you
why
on.
don't we
Let's
have,
get you on, guys.
Just to
I
say,
think we got you on
because before, I know that
Zoom.
this is going to be Rachel's last one before Christmas. She's assembled the program for the carol service. But can we just have Claire? But put Claire on, because Claire's dressed up like Merry Christmas. Say hello, Claire. There she is. Look at that. And absolutely no shame whatsoever. She came on dressed like Merry Christmas. That's nice. And to give a big wave. And can we put Ben on now? This we've got to see, because this is a little bit... Oh, there she is. Right, excellent. Now let's have Ben. Come on, Ben. Let's see Ben. Now, I want you all to watch Ben's hat. All right? It's really important. Here we go. Ben, off you go. This is so sad. This is our astronomer in chief.
Can I just say, these are our serious tech team
our
who
tech
look
team.
after our tech for
Right.
our show.
So I don't know what to say, but
Serious?
thank you both. You're an astronomer, for goodness sake, right? Claire, you're a designer. What are you doing? Anyway, right.
Thank you, guys.
Right, you'll be on later on in next year. Ben, you'll be back on doing some more stargazing for us, and so if that's okay with you. Rachel, can you just come on just briefly and talk to us?
Hello.
There you are. There's
There
Rachel.
she is, our
There she
lovely
is.
Rachel.
And Rachel, who has kept this going, was the first contact that I made.
Yeah, do you even know? I didn't even know the date.
You did.
Go on then.
Which was when?
Wednesday, the 1st of April, 2020. It was not a fool.
No.
And it was, and you phoned and offered help.
Yeah.
I took help. I was man enough to take it because I hadn't got a clue what I was doing. And between the three of you, you have kept us on the straight and narrow,
Yeah.
and you formed the program that people still are watching week by week. How
I
many
can't
did we have
believe it.
last week?
No,
We
I
ha-
can't believe it
it's-
either.
Live at one point, we've had the most ever. I think it was like over 110 on YouTube, which is fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah.
And like over the week, I just go on our analytics, and just to see the video going up in views, it's like, come on, because the most viewed was Good Friday, and for that to be knocked off in the last 24 hours, it's like, yes, well done. So keep going with YouTube. It's
It's such a great thing for us.
yeah, and keep
And for you,
subscribing.
watch it. Yes, subscribing. What now? Come on, Rachel, you're on. Tell them what to do.
So basically, please like the videos and comment on them, because I read all the comments as well. So, and the more likes and comments and subscribers we get, the more benefits we can. So we're on 800 and sorry, not 800. I like it to be 585 subscribers at the minute. If by the end of the time I finish Panto, I'd like to see in about 2.5 weeks' time on 600. That will make this year.
Rachel, can you explain what difference that makes?
The more viewers we get, we can start getting sort of. I haven't got it in front of me at the
I
minute.
think, but you said benefits. Is that right?
Yeah,
so
benefits.
So it benefits for the business in terms.
Yeah,
of
so we can sort of like start getting a little bit of money from it. Start sort of, because at the minute on YouTube there's like Jonathan Veira topic, so we can start amalgamating,
Start
try and
playing
get
things.
start sort of like getting one feed where you can just find stuff instead of being all scattered all over the place.
Okay.
Yes, there's that, isn't it? So it's making it easy for people to pick up all
Because
the information.
because when I first got hold of it back in May 2020, we only about like 80 subscribers. So thank you. We've done.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. Nearly 600 people now subscribe. And you get notifications, and when we make messages, and we'll be sending messages during Christmas. But thank you also, Rachel. You're about to start Panto, aren't you? The Panto
Yeah,
season is upon us.
I start. Well, the lads put the set up on Thursday, and I go in on Friday. Start getting the lighting sorted. So it's like a mad weekend next weekend. We open on the 14th to like 500 school kids. So yeah, so this is like my last one.
So basically, we lose you, don't we? So we're saying goodbye to you just for a little while.
Yeah, till New Year.
I hope.
No.
But Rachel has assembled beautifully some, and I think Claire's done some design for the front, or
She's doing some graphics as well for it, yeah.
Graphics. So thank you, Claire, for that. For the 19th, I will be doing two carol services at 4 and 7. With a full orchestra and a choir of 55, and at that time. So when you go out, we've recorded it all. We recorded it on Wednesday.
It'll be only available on YouTube.
Yeah, only available on YouTube, not on Facebook.
I will be before I go into Panto, I'll schedule it all the posts so you'll all know where it'll be. So yeah,
Great.
Keep an eye out for it all.
So many people. Thank you. I just wanted to thank you publicly, and everybody wants to thank you. Big
yeah,
hearts,
we do.
big kisses,
You worked tirelessly for us all, and we
have.
just want to say thank you
And
because
so to
you're
the
very
tech
special.
tech team in general, and to Claire, who's going to step up next week. Claire, to do the show, and Claire, you don't have to do the live show on Christmas Carol service. Does that have for you?
Yeah, because it was Carol's. I was at Panto, so she had to do it. But at least a year later, because of the community, you're able to do, like we said previously, all this, and
Yes.
I wouldn't think we'll be here a year later.
No.
So it's so lovely. God bless you. It's
We love
lovely.
you.
Have a great
Thank
time.
you.
And
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yes, thank you, Rach. I'm going to sing this song. We talked about Andy and Jill Hatvarney.
We did.
And it is, Sue?
It is Jill's birthday. Oh, hang on a minute. Rachel's going to remove herself from the screen. Oh, no. She's forever in the middle of the screen.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Okay. So, Jill, happy birthday for Tuesday. We know it's your birthday on Tuesday, and we love you lots. And Jonathan wants to sing this song for you because Andy said that it will be a good one to do for you. Happy birthday.
O Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the works thy hand hath made, I see the stars, I hear the mighty thunder, throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And when I think that God his Son not sparing sent him to die, I scarce can take it in, that on the cross my burden gladly bearing, he take away my sin. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation and take me home, what joy shall fill my heart? Then shall I bow in humble adoration and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. And sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art.
I always go way over the top
You
on that,
do.
don't I? Never
Well, no one can sing it like you, my darling. No one can sing
I
it
think
like you.
there are people that can sing it like me, Sue. Just not as well. That was meant to be funny.
Was
okay?
it? Okay, I took it seriously.
Here we now. This one I can't. Helen Coleman asked me if I'd sing this to the backing track. Unfortunately, Helen, it's so high that after singing a show last night, and I was supposed to. We started at 7 to finish earlier.
Yeah,
we still
right.
finished at 10.
I'm not going to try that again.
No.
It just
Still
went
did
on
more. I
longer.
did longer. So. But so it's in B flat. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Saviour's birth. And then he goes, fall on your knees or hear the angel voices on night divine. Oh, night. Is that all right?
It's very good. It's very good. Can I dedicate this to someone? Helen asked for it, but can I also dedicate it to Anne? It's your birthday tomorrow. Sue Marsh gave us the heads up with that one, so happy birthday for tomorrow. And this one is also for you.
Okay, I'll see if I can sing in this key.
See if you can go.
Brightly shining, it is the night of the dear Saviour's birth. Long lay the world in sin and dread abiding, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, hear the angel voices, when Christ was born. by his cradle we stand. So led by light of a star so sweetly gleaming, there came the wise men from out the Orient land. The King of Kings lay thus in lowly manger, in all our trials, born to be a friend. He knows our need, to our weakness is no stranger. Behold your King, before him lowly bend. Behold your King, before him lowly bend. Truly he taught us to love one another. His Lord is love, and his gospel is peace. Chain shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy, in grateful chorus raise we, let all that in us praise his holy name. Christ is the Lord, let ever praise we his power
I haven't played that one
Wow.
in that key for
No, that was rather
11
lovely.
years.
That was rather lovely.
Was it a bit shaky?
No, not at all. Not at all. I thought it was great, actually. Are we
Last
going
one.
to?
Sue, I think we need to.
Are we going to show the video?
Yeah, we are. That's it.
Okay.
Let's do the video.
Let's
Off we go.
see you guys
This one, you
in
guys. Here it
action.
is.
You stepped down from heaven, humbly you came, God of all creation, you with us, in a starlit manger, Emmanuel, light of the world, here to save. Adore, come let us adore. Oh, come let us adore Him, the At your feet we fall. Angels sing, praises ring to the newborn King. Peace on earth, here with us, joy awakening. At your feet we fall. Angels sing, praises ring to the newborn King. Peace on earth, here with us, joy awakening. At your feet we fall. Adore, come let us adore. Oh, come let us adore Him, the Lord. Worship Christ, the Lord. Let all that is within us adore. Come let us adore. Oh, come let us adore Him, the Lord. Worship Christ, the Lord. Let all that is within us adore Him, adore
And we send that out to loads of people. Sue, you wanted to say?
I wanted to say what?
You're about to say something. Obviously not. We send that out to loads of people. Most of all, those people who paid for the privilege to
Yes,
get this thing
thank you
done.
so much.
And to Nick, who made the video.
To Rachel,
who's not
who
listening
helped.
Tonight. Rachel, who helped considerably, and everything else. We send love out to Lucas again, you guys sung so beautifully for us the other week.
Yes.
Such a beautiful contribution from Australia, and lovely to have you on with us always. We Charlotte Grunemere, and Charlotte, it's a difficult night for you, in that it's late for you, but Charlotte, we're really appreciative of you.
We thank you for tuning in, even though it starts at 10 o'clock your time. You're still with us, Charlotte, and thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you for
And thank
so
you.
much for that.
I hope you're enjoying the CDs.
Yes.
And now, here's a little song, the end of the album, new album, Christmas Time, from JV. Here we go. Sang it last night. It was a beautiful end to an evening. And we just relaxed with the smooth sound of Mark Edwards, Arnie Sobergy, Phil. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Oh, have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Oh, here we are, as in olden days. Happy golden days of you. faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. We all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Play Christmas. Let's sing this. Oh, here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us. If the fates allow, hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. And as the playout comes, we thank you so much for this lovely album, and we encourage you, if you haven't bought it for somebody else yet, give it to them as a really lovely Christmas gift. Susie's going to have a quick word with us, then we'll sing our songs, and it'll be time to go home. Well, we're going to stay at home. Actually, you're going to stay at home as well. So we're all going to stay at home.
We're going to stay at home.
But we're going to turn the lights off and the cameras. Sue, just a quick word.
What a lovely evening. I've really enjoyed myself this evening. It's been great, actually. I've been very relaxed and very chilled and very Christmassy, which has been fantastic. So, just my usual little notice slot. A few things to say. Yes, we worked incredibly hard this week to get all the videos out to you. CDs. CDs. If you didn't get your CD this week, could you send me a message on sue@jonathanveira.com. Don't put it somewhere else in a message, in a reply to someone else, because I don't always pick those up. So I will check it out, make sure that I've sent it to you, okay? So it's sue@jonathanveira.com if you haven't received it yet, okay?
But
and then I can check it out.
bear in mind that the post, it goes all over the place.
It does. And some people get it really quickly, and some people it's there in the system, but I took them all down at the same time, so I don't know what the answer is. But there we are. If you haven't received it, please let me know. If you want to perhaps use Thorns in the Straw, again, let me know on sue@jonathanveira.com.
And it's completely free.
It
There
is.
is no cost, but you cannot stream it. You cannot put it on Facebook or YouTube or anything else like that. The service, if you're using it for a service, will be stopped. So you just bear that in mind, okay? We've said it, we've warned you.
And if you would like to order more CDs and books, then
That would be
please
lovely.
do. That would be great. Again, on sue@jonathanveira.com, you can send me a message to say, please could Jonathan sign it for Helen, Bob, Janice, whatever, and whoever you want it for. And you order them by going onto the website, which is jonathanveira.com, and there's a shop in there, and that will allow you to order, and it will just come through to me, and then we can get it sent out to you. So that's sorted.
I just also must say about broken boxes. When we send them out, we obviously do not send them out. Any broken boxes, we've had 7 broken so far that were just pulled out of the box, and we don't send
Sadly,
them. So
they
like that.
are they are fragile things,
And the post do not treat them with
No.
respect. They
Anyway.
just throw them around. So forgive us for that. We don't send out broken boxes, just so
We
that you're
don't.
clear.
I don't think they make me do, but there we are. And YouTube, we've mentioned already, but good old Lucas gave us a little nomenclature to help us with this. Just think class when you think of Jonathan's YouTube, and that is click, like, and subscribe. Class stands for
that's
click,
great.
like,
Thank you, Lucas.
and subscribe. And we're just going to add in and hit the bell to get the notification that it's actually we put something up. So even though we might be pausing over the Christmas period, we will be making a few little YouTube videos. I think
But
we will put
be
them out there.
having a much needed break,
We will,
and we
we
will
will.
be. But we will be keeping in contact via. I will be on the phone live going from
But
places.
this is not the last one. We've got another two
Two
to
to
go.
go.
So don't get confused. We will be around next week. So yes, YouTube, remember class. And remember that if you are missing Jonathan, there are 80 shows available on YouTube. And there must be something that you can catch up on.
That's
and
true.
remind yourself
and you can
about.
do that, and lots of YouTube videos to see, and music to listen to. You can, if on Spotify, you can listen to all my back chat as well, because now all these are up now on the media platforms, the music platforms, Spotify, Amazon Music, all of that. Alexa, I think you just say Jonathan Veira, it's Christmas time, if you own that. But we'd love you to buy the CDs. If you'd also like to subscribe to, just add to a little bit to what we make in a time to keep this thing rolling, all the stuff that we have to pay for month after month, it will be lovely. But equally, you've given so much.
You have.
We just thank you so much for what you've done. What I will ask, and I'm going to have Adrian on next week to talk about them, is you've got a friend trust that you have contributed so greatly to. And if you'd like to do that, if you'd like to give a small amount, remember it's just the math of multiples. You don't need lots. We just need, there it is, got a friend trust. And you give £5, £6, £10, whatever you want. Actually, whatever you can afford. Only give what you can afford and change people's lives. We've got a meeting tomorrow all about it. We'll report back to you on the good things that are being done.
Indeed.
And I'm sure Adrian will
Indeed.
tell you on Sunday next. I think that's about it, and I
think it is.
that's been a lovely evening. We're tired. We're going to go to bed before we've got another. Don't forget, Hope FM tomorrow at 7 with Rob and Di Barron, and we're doing a great big expose on this album. I don't think expose is the right
No,
name,
I
is
don't
it?
think
But, you
so.
know,
I don't think there's anything to expose, actually.
Go peaceful in gentleness through the violence of these days. Give freely, show tenderness in all your ways.
Through darkness, in troubled times, let holiness be your aim. Seek wisdom, let faithfulness burn like a flame.
God speed you, God lead you, and keep you wrapped around His heart. May you be known, my love.
Be righteous, speak truthfully in a world of greed and lies. Show kindness, see everyone through heaven's eyes.
God hold you, enfold you, and keep you wrapped around His heart. May you be known, my love. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and give you His peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and give you His peace, and give you His peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn His face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn His face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and be gracious to you, and be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and give you His peace, and give you His peace.
And a big shout out to my sister Ruth, who's really recovering well from
well done, Ruth.
the op, but just still tired and needs a lot of rest in between times, but she's doing really well. And it was lovely to see her as she helped
She did.
pack off all those CDs to you. God bless you, Ruth, and Martin, who's looked after us so well. Night, night. See you next week.
Bye, everyone. Love you. Bye.